Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always been a phone call away.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather, live at 5.
All right, we're back here live at 5 on a Monday afternoon in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. It's been a mix of sun and clouds across the area today. The farther northwest you've been, the more sunshine. The farther southeast you've been, more in the way of cloud cover, and a few of us getting a few showers this afternoon. Now, we're going to do our SkyCam tour. This is the Arctic Air SkyCam Network. We're going to begin in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. This is one of our newer cameras here. This is a replacement of our old unit. We're looking at the square here where they've been renovating things. Notice new traffic lights and things like that. 88 degrees. These are live current conditions at the square. Dew point is 72. East-southeast wind currently 3 miles per hour. Now, this camera sits kind of low. It's a really good view of the downtown square here. Over the next few weeks, we will be getting other higher up views of Mount Pleasant on the Arctic Air SkyCam Network that will allow us to see approaching severe weather and things like that. So don't let the low camera angle worry you. We're going to have higher place cameras here over the next few weeks that will allow us to see approaching storms. Slide down to Lawrenceburg, Alabama. Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. You have Alabama next. I usually do one Tennessee, one Alabama. That's why I had to slip up there. 82 degrees. This is from atop the water tank in front of Walmart on the north side of Lawrenceburg in Tennessee. It's 71 degrees is your dew point. Northeast wind currently at 5 miles per hour. Plenty of sunshine here across southern middle Tennessee, but a few fair weather cumulus clouds because deeper moisture is moving northward. That will set us up for showers and thunderstorms as we head through our Tuesday and Wednesday especially. We're going to head down to Alabama now. This is Florence here atop the University of North Alabama. This is on top of Rivers Hall. Looking back southwestward across the Science and Tech Center, you see Pine Street there. The car is running on that, and the Tennessee River off into the background. Plenty of sunshine down here as well. 84 degrees is the current temperature with a dew point of 70 and a north-northeast wind of 11 miles per hour. Now, you may have also seen this SkyCam on the Alabama Weather Network earlier this afternoon. We have a camera share partnership with those guys where they can use some of our cameras, we can use some of their cameras, and we just partnership back and forth with that. And one of the cameras of theirs that we were able to show you is their camera in Huntsville, Alabama, atop Montesano Mountain. Again, this is courtesy of the fine guys down at the Alabama Weather Network that just launched today. 84 degrees top Montesano with a dew point of 70. We're looking southward from the mountain down into south central areas of Madison County, Alabama. This offers a good view of the Huntsville Metro when it's panned back over to the west. North-northeast wind currently there at 11 miles per hour. Viper Live Doppler radar across the area quiet immediately. We have had one little sprinkle pop up not far from Mount Pleasant, Tennessee this afternoon. We have had a couple other communities with light sprinkles and showers, but we've mainly been dry this afternoon. The more widespread shower activity has been over in the northeast Alabama and then down into east central Alabama. Temperatures here as of 5 o'clock between the mid to upper 80s, a few folks into the lower 90s. We're going to tick that down a couple degrees tomorrow because there's going to be more in the way of clouds and more widespread showers and thunderstorms as you see the deeper moisture coming northward from the weak tropical disturbance in the northern Gulf. That's going to pull that tropical moisture northward ahead of the big trough of low pressure in the plains. All that added together, showers and thunderstorms scattered but likely for our Tuesday and our Wednesday. Futurecast here, starting across the local area this evening, maybe a spotty shower or two. Most of us dry, partly cloudy otherwise. Temperatures dropping out of the 80s into the 70s by late evening. And then overnight lows mainly into the lower 70s across the area. Can't completely rule out a stray shower during the overnight or even the morning hours of Tuesday as we warm toward the midday and get up to the mid to upper 80s with daytime heating, showers, and thunderstorms scattered but becoming more widespread, especially as we head to the afternoon. Not really expecting severe weather problems, but any thunderstorm like on a summer afternoon could have locally heavy rainfall, lightning, and gusty winds. around the thunderstorms. Daytime highs tomorrow between 85 and 90 degrees. If you get rain and thunderstorms in your area, that will likely knock your temperature down into the 70s for a while. And then showers and thunderstorms may be a little slow to dissipate as we head into tomorrow evening and overnight because of the deep tropical moisture and the lift. It may be one of those nights where not everybody gets rain, but the evening thunderstorms carry on into the overnight hours. Again, we're not expecting severe weather issues or anything like that. That frontal system off to the northwest kind of hangs out and doesn't really push through here. Some more scattered to widespread showers and thunderstorms likely for our Wednesday. Still a decent chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms Thursday as the front washes out across the area. Carrying on into Friday, things become more isolated across the area. Some of the deeper moisture gets shunted off to the south and east as a trough of low pressure develops in the eastern United States. We'll talk about in just a moment why that's going to be important to the tropics. We'll cover that here in just a moment as we have Tropical Storm Erin on the board this afternoon. Temperatures here for the next 7 days. We're going to be in the mid to upper 80s for daytime highs here for Tuesday, Wednesday, with more in the way of clouds and rain across the area. But as things become more scattered to isolated late week and the weekend, we get back into the lower 90s. And keep in mind, this is August, right around where temperatures should be for this time of year across the Tennessee Valley. Like I said, we are watching the tropics. We have Tropical Storm Erin out into the eastern areas of the Atlantic as of the 4 p.m. Central Time Advisory. Maximum sustained winds were still at 45 miles per hour. It's headed west at 21 miles per hour. Here's the track for the next 5 days, moving westward, and by Wednesday to Thursday, likely to become a hurricane. And you see here by Saturday, officially forecast to become a major hurricane, Category 3. And there's some potential this could happen a little earlier on the track as it moves into more favorable conditions across the central Atlantic. However, it's looking more and more likely as we go into the weekend and early next week that approaching trough of low pressure over us that I talked about, in addition to a weakness in the ridge of high pressure over the Atlantic, will allow this to turn northward in the western Atlantic. It's still going to be a close call for the eastern seaboard from coastal North Carolina up into southern New England in the coastal areas. It's going to be close, but there are increasing indications that this will likely recurve offshore and not be a direct landfall to the mainland United States. I don't see any reason in the data to believe that this is a Gulf Coast threat. I don't see any reason at all to believe that. So we don't see any direct impacts expected here locally in the Tennessee Valley, and it's looking less and less like we're going to have any direct impacts other than wave action along the eastern seaboard. But we'll certainly watch it because that's not set in stone just yet. Weather where you live for tonight, maybe a stray evening shower. The vast majority of us drive. Overnight lows down to the low to mainly middle 70s because of the muggy atmosphere around. And then your 7-day forecast starting specifically in southern middle Tennessee. Showers and thunderstorms likely Tuesday and Wednesday. Some of that rainfall locally heavy, but it's not an all-day washout for everybody. It's not a 100% chance of rain for everybody. It's just that the scattered activity is likely to be around for many people. Tuesday and Wednesday, things become more scattered in nature Thursday and Friday, and then rain and thunder still around, but much more isolated as we head into the weekend and early next week. That more isolated activity brings our daytime highs back into the lower 90s to end the week and head into the weekend ahead. Your 7-day forecast for northwest Alabama and northeast Mississippi, more of the same. The temperature's pretty similar, maybe a couple degrees warmer as we head toward the weekend. Showers and thunderstorms likely for Tuesday and Wednesday. A bit more scattered Thursday, and then it's much more isolated hit or miss as we head to the end of the week and the weekend. As daytime highs climb into the lower 90s. And as we look at the Huntsville metro area, including Athens and Decatur, more of the same here. Rain and thunderstorms likely Tuesday and Wednesday. Some of that rainfall locally heavy. Scattered showers and thunderstorms still around, but a little less numerous Thursday and Friday. And then much more isolated from the weekend into the start of next week as daytime highs climb back there also into the lower 90s. That's the latest 7-day forecast for all of the Tennessee Valley. I'll be back at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.